Hi, my name is Bella, and today we will be talking about the alternative scene in England. The first place I decided to visit was Hopkinsons. This is a vintage and antique store that used to be a haunted museum.
My name is Elliot. I'm basically the assistant manager for the retail side of Hopkinsons.
What kind of customers and demographic do you attract here?
We attract a lot of alternative people and we absolutely love it here. A lot of LGBTQ customers. We're like a safe haven for them. And my boss, he made rainbow vases on top of some of the cabinets just to have a nod for the LGBTQ rainbow. We love everybody here, so everybody is pretty much welcome.
So what tips do you have for finding quality items?
For quality items, it honestly depends what it is that you're after. If it's crystals, I will always tell people to go upstairs into the witchy section. If it's more gothic clothing, again upstairs at the back or on the ground floor in the corner. If it's jewellery, I will always tell them about the jewellery counter. If it's for gaming or trading cards, always point them to the back end, which we have tons of it. If it's for stuff like records down in the basement, same with postcards or even books. We've got a library down there, and we've got tons and tons of old books, and you can find pretty much anything here.
I saw there was this X-ray things on the basement.
Yeah, even the
really
X-rays. The X-rays are awesome.
Yeah, I spent loads of time looking at them. What other places do people who like Hopkinsons go to in Nottingham?
A lot of people that like Hopkinson really like escape rooms. You can have a very similar vibe. People like going to Cobden Chambers, which is kind of like another independent place where people can rent out space. That was a really good one. So Pit and Pendulum, Tap and Tumbler, any of the rocky places. So we get a lot of people that love coming here, but also love going to those kind of venues. Gigs as well. People that come here love their gigs.
Do you think there's still a good alt culture in Nottingham?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just from the past 2 years from working here, the amount of people that I've seen become more alternative, it's insane. In the place that I used to work in, you hardly saw any alternative people. But here, it's like 90% of our customers, and I freaking love it. The scene in Nottingham is getting more alternative, and more people are just falling in love with it. It's great.
The next place I decided to visit was Tap and Tumbler. It's a rock and roll type of vibe in there. Spoke with Jay, who is also part of Narwhal Presents, does some really cool different types of events. The place I went to was called The Chapel. All live music with loads of different punk artists.
We are the Tap and Tumbler. I'd say we're an alternative rock bar in Nottingham. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where the inspiration came from. It's just, as far as I've been aware, always been like this. Been a pub for, as a Tap and Tumbler, 40 years, I think. It was trading before that for quite a while as well.
What makes you special from other pubs in the area?
I think we have quite a unique, distinct style. There's not too many proper rock bars in Nottingham. There's a couple, but there's not a few. I think we've got quite distinct style, yeah.
What's their vibe and the atmosphere, type of people that visit here?
Always really friendly, always really nice. Tend to have more alternative people, but we're a completely inclusive venue. We like to promote safe space for anybody to come, but usually quite quirky people come in.
What type of music do you play?
Predominantly rock, metal, punk stuff. They're the kind of bands that we have on. Heavy metal, that sort of alternative sort of stuff.
Speaking of the type of music you play here, I've seen that the pool areas are usually where I believe the stage is. So what type of artists do you have perform here? Is it similar to the music? Or?
Yeah, very similar to the music. We try to get as many sort of local DIY bands and stuff in as we can, but then we also have a lot of touring bands. But it's all predominantly mostly from like punk, doom, sludgy, hardcore, metal, all the sort of alternative genres is what we tend to have. We tend to have music every Friday and Saturday, but sometimes, for whatever reason, we don't. You can noticeably tell the difference between a Friday if we don't have music and a Friday when we do.
What's the most ordered drink here?
One of the most recent popular ones we've had is we do our own in-house cask ale. So we've renamed it, rebranded it ourselves. We call it Chugging Riffs. It's just a shout out to bands and stuff that we put on. That's probably one of our most popular ones at the minute.
What other places do people visit in Nottingham who also like the Tap and Tumbler?
I would say the closest ones we have, Sal, there's Hit and Pendulum, which has got a sort of similar rocky vibe, it doesn't have live music. Billy Bootleggers is another place which I used to run, which also has like live music similar to this.
Do you think that there is still a good alt culture in Nottingham? Why or why not?
Yeah, I mean there's a great alt culture in Nottingham. There's loads of promoters, independent promoters putting on loads of gigs. Nightlife's getting busier and busier. You can see more and more people coming out doing things. It's a good time to be an alt in Nottingham.
So the final verdict, is the alternative scene in the UK dying? No, it's not dying.